During Tuesday's much-anticipated cross-examination of the prosecution's star witness, Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's defense attorney, Todd Blanche, experienced a significant misstep, according to legal analyst Glenn Kushner. In a YouTube video posted on Wednesday, Kushner, a former assistant U.S. attorney and frequent critic of Trump, praised Cohen's performance on the stand while characterizing Blanche's cross-examination as a historic stumble. The defense team is set to continue cross-examination today. As a seasoned lawyer, Kushner expressed disbelief at Blanche's approach, calling it a worse opening and a worse first question on cross-examination of the single most important witness in a high-profile trial. Newsweek reached out to Kushner for further comment and also contacted Blanche during trial hours. These high-profile court proceedings mark the first instance in U.S. history where a former president faces trial in a criminal case. Trump is charged with 34 felony counts related to a hush money scheme investigated by Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg's office. In March 2023, Trump was indicted for allegedly falsifying business records connected to payments made to adult film star Stormy Daniels by Cohen during the 2016 presidential campaign. Trump has denied the affair and pleaded not guilty to all charges, claiming the case is politically motivated. Kushner highlighted a particularly awkward moment from the court transcript, as provided by MSNBC, starting with Blanche's initial cross-examination question to Cohen, on April 23, after the trial started in this case, "You went on TikTok and called me a crying little didn't you?" Cohen responded, "Sounds like something I would say." As we continue, please support us by clicking on the subscription button and turn on the notification bell for more updates. An objection followed, sustained by Judge Juan Merchan, indicating it was an improper question. Merchan asked Blanche, "Why are you making this about yourself?" Blanche defended his line of questioning by stating, "I'm not making it about myself, Your Honor. I have a right to show this witness's bias, and he has expressed bias about the lawyers just because of who we represent." Merchan replied, "It doesn't matter if he has bias towards you, it doesn't matter. The issue is whether he has bias towards the defendant, just don't make it about yourself." Kushner reacted to the transcript with, "Ouch," noting that Blanche's cross-examination did not improve, which in turn did not bode well for Trump. Cohen, a disbarred lawyer who previously pleaded guilty to tax evasion, bank fraud, campaign finance violations, and lying to Congress, has raised doubts among legal experts about the reliability of his testimony and the prosecution's strategy. Yonos Martin, a former Manhattan District Attorney candidate, told Newsweek that Blanche seemed intent on provoking Cohen, which is understandable given Cohen's unpredictable nature as a witness. However, Martin noted that Cohen mostly avoided taking the bait, sticking to his narrative about his actions for Trump. Eric C. Chafee, a law professor at Case Western Reserve University, commented to Newsweek that while exchanges between Blanche and Cohen were sometimes amusing, the defense struggled to find a coherent line of questioning. Former Trump attorney Tim Parlator told CNN that Blanche should focus on exposing inconsistencies in Cohen's testimony rather than on inflammatory remarks Cohen made on TikTok. Cohen, now a vocal critic of Trump, has been active on social media about the former president and the trial. Shortly before his testimony, Cohen posted a TikTok wearing a shirt featuring an image of Trump in an orange jumpsuit. On Tuesday, the prosecution announced Cohen as their final witness, which Kushner interpreted as a sign of confidence in Cohen's performance, believing the prosecutors wanted the jury to remember his testimony as they rest their case. The defense team's performance in court has drawn significant attention and commentary from various legal experts. Kushner emphasized that the way the cross-examination unfolded could have lasting implications for the trial's outcome. He suggested that the prosecution's strategy to have Cohen as their final witness was a deliberate move to leave a strong impression on the jury. Cohen's testimony is crucial because it directly links Trump to the alleged scheme to falsify business records and make hush money payments. The prosecution aims to establish that Trump was aware of and directed these payments to influence the 2016 election. Cohen, having been Trump's attorney and fixer, possesses intimate knowledge of these dealings. Despite Cohen's criminal past, the prosecution appears confident in his ability to convey the truth of the allegations against Trump. Legal experts like Kushner argue that Cohen's credibility, while imperfect, is bolstered by his first-hand involvement and the details he can provide. The defense, on the other hand, faces the challenge of discrediting Cohen without appearing desperate or unfocused. Blanche's initial approach, which appeared to target Cohen's personal remarks rather than substantive inconsistencies in his testimony, has been widely criticized. Experts like Tim Parlator recommend a more strategic focus on exposing any contradictions or fabrications in Cohen's account. As the trial progresses, both sides will continue to present their arguments and evidence, aiming to sway the jury's perception of the case. Trump's defense team must recover from the early setbacks and find a more effective way to challenge the prosecution's narrative. Meanwhile, the prosecution will likely reinforce Cohen's statements with corroborating evidence and other witness testimonies. This historic trial not only has significant legal implications but also holds considerable public interest, given Trump's high-profile status and the unprecedented nature of the proceedings. The outcome could have far-reaching consequences for the former president and set a precedent for how such cases are handled in the future. Observers will be closely watching the next steps in the trial, particularly how the defense adjusts its strategy and whether the prosecution can maintain the momentum gained from Cohen's testimony. The dynamics in the courtroom, the effectiveness of cross-examinations, and the strength of the evidence presented will all play crucial roles in determining the trial's outcome. Thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.